Hey, there's something strange about that monkey. The Monkey. No, it's not another Planet of the Apes movie. It's director Osgood Perkins' follow up to Longlegs, not even 8 months later. Now, I was a defender of Longlegs. I thought the first 30 minutes was incredibly intense, almost masterful, dare I say. Of course, it lost a little bit of luster as it went, but the filmmaking was expert, and I appreciate the performances and the atmosphere. The Monkey is a little bit of a pivot for Perkins. He's known mostly for gloomy horror, and this is a dark horror comedy. But it still has a lot of things that he gravitates towards: family, generational trauma, the atmosphere, and gallows humor. This movie just amps up the humor and the gore and tamps down the gloomy seriousness. So if you thought Longlegs took itself too seriously, this might be the movie for you. We opened 25 years ago with twins Hal and Bill. Hal is the more sensitive, nervous type, and Bill is the bully, older brother. They inherit this creepy toy monkey from their deadbeat, absent father, and they soon find out that it has mysterious and deadly powers. 25 years later, Hal has let the trauma of those events wreck his life, so much so that he's estranged from his own son and contemplating cutting off the relationship altogether. Surprise! The evil monkey returns, all hell breaks loose again, and Hal has to reach out to his estranged brother Bill in order to stop the curse once and for all. The grown up twins are both played by Theo James. Now, Theo James was an actor I used to just think was the pretty boy of the month. He was in some of the Divergent movies, and he was not on my radar until White Lotus Season 2, where he really impressed me. He does a good job here differentiating the performances of the two brothers. Perkins has a lot of fun here, especially when it comes to the kills. They remind me a lot of the Final Destination series and how it engineers ridiculous and gruesome ways for people to die. The first 30 minutes of this movie are genuinely darkly funny. Perkins is really trying to toe a tonal line. He wants to gross us out and make us scream, but he also wants to have these horrific punchlines land. As the movie goes on, it kind of strains for comedy. Ultimately, the movie becomes predictable because we get a rhythm and expectation of how, when, and how these kills will happen. So they become less and less of a shock, less and less funny, less and less inventive. When it comes to the family plot, truthfully, we don't really give a shit about Hal's kid. We're really just waiting for him to reunite with his brother, and that doesn't come in till way late in the movie. It wants to go for kind of wacky, oddball humor in a Sam Raimi vein, but Perkins doesn't quite commit. This movie feels strangely like it's holding back. It needs to go more gonzo, bigger, an all-out splatterfest. Wild. It needs to just throw things at us relentlessly. But it gets too wrapped up in the family dynamics and reunions and estrangements, and it basically looks like the location and settings of Longlegs. So there's some cognitive dissonance as I recognize some of the atmosphere that was in that movie, but now I'm trying to laugh and just have a grand old gory time with this one. It also doesn't help that this is coming only 8 months after Longlegs. It seems like Perkins needed to let Longlegs settle, take a beat, then dust off this script. Instead, he's kind of really trying to ride the wave, and it might be too much too soon. The Monkey is a valiant attempt by Osgood Perkins to pivot in the horror genre, but ultimately it's a tonal mess that he can't quite get a hold of. I give it a forgettable 2.5 out of 5 stars. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe or follow me on Letterboxd at RamirezS316. You know, that monkey's kind of adorable. I'm gonna go play with it.